Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna start off this video with just a little rundown of who I am and what kind of what does Pokemon mean to me. So you could tell by the title, we're going to get into a very unhinged, uncomfortable situation that I am coming to realize is a reality. I've heard rumors in the past about some dark lore, some dark secrets, I really thought it was just fan fiction stuff, so I never paid it any attention. But what am I talking about? I'm talking about Pokemon. I'm a Pokemon fan. I always have been since day one. I love myself some Yellow on the OG Game Boy Color. I love the remake of Red. Fire Red's great. Emerald's amazing. Sapphire's dope. I'm flexing my Pokemon games because I love this franchise. My favorite of all time right there. Good old Plat, baby. Black 2 because they have more of Gen 1 or the OG Pokemons. And you can't forget about Explorers of Sky, which is a sleeper in the fandom. Alright, and then I got my weapons of choice. Of course, Atomic Purple. Got myself a custom SP. And then my 3DS XL. Alright, I don't have any of my Switch stuff here because honestly, I'm a guy about quality. I like quality. I like the premium. So I'm showing you what I think was quality back in the day and what I still like to play. I think all these games I've beaten. Yeah, all these games. I've played every single Pokemon game there is, except for one, which is the last game that came out, which was Violet and whatever the fuck, Scarlet. The reason I didn't watch or play that game is because the reviews were so god-awful. Maybe one day I will, but who knows. But we're not talking about game reviews of Pokemon. I'm just explaining to you, I'm a normie. The most unhinged shit I know of is in Pokemon, the first generation in Johto. They have that one town where you find the Cubone. That whole situation. And then also, I think it was the first season of the Pokemon show that came out. There was an episode where kids had like seizures, and there was like Pokemon fever or whatever they used to call it. But yeah, what we're talking about today is not anything what I just talked about. I'm just giving you a emphasis, a introduction, you will, to who I am. I'm Trey Swish. Thank you for clicking on this video. Welcome to the ether, where I like to explore and have a this channel is really just a thinking process, a little game, as you will. And since I've come to the uncomfortable truth that is Pokemon has actually had a very, 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 very disturbing dark side to it this entire time. There's a reason that the company that owns or part owns or whatever it is, I don't know exactly, their name is always on the stuff besides Nintendo, right? It's Game Freak, and those motherfuckers are apparently freaky as fuck, like crazy freaky. And this is interesting because I really didn't associate people in Japan to have the I didn't think they were like furries over there too, but I guess it's a they spread out pretty far across the world. And I'm not throwing any furry hate. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Just leave people alone. Don't throw it into people's faces, right? But it's really, this topic is really fucking weird, man. It's really fucking weird. We got to get into it. What happened today? Well, there was a huge leak, and I guess it happened yesterday or whatever day it was when you're watching this. For the people that are coming back and watching this, maybe everyone else's videos have been taken down, so I'm gonna be a little bit more precise, a little bit more careful with what I upload to my channel, because Nintendo is notorious for striking people's channels, taking them down, canceling Smash tournaments, etc., etc. There was a report that came out today that a guy that was modding, I think, Switches or DS's or something, some kind of console, he's going to court against them, and apparently he's gonna represent himself, which is not really a great idea because Nintendo has a lot of money, right? They got a lot of money. Okay, but we're not here to talk about the legal stuff. I've already had a couple videos going into that kind of stuff already with like the Power World situation, so maybe that's a video you want to watch instead. I don't know. This is not for kids at all. This video is not for kids. You need to be an adult to watch this. This is not for kids. I clicked on YouTube, not for kids, because This content is disturbing. If I knew this shit when I was a kid, I probably would have been fucked up. Let's be frank. But this is the internet, and you can put out whatever you want. I'm going to try to be as safe as possible. I'm reacting to other YouTubers that have already had their content on the website for a long time now. So I'm thinking it's safe. These people are presenting the evidence with yeah, let's just get into it. There's stuff on YouTube that's already been there for a long time. We're going to react to the whole situation. First off, what am I talking about, the leak? So apparently some hacker, the story goes, I don't know exactly, but apparently some guy hacked Game Freak, which is the creator or the company that co-owns Pokemon, and they somehow hacked like a whole terabyte of information, which released like old sprites of characters and Pokemon and old editions. Like, they're calling them betas, so I'm guessing that's like, you know, the first design or second design. It wasn't the design that made it to the final game, right? Then there's leaks about, you know, the next Nintendo Switch, and they're calling it like codename Gaia or something like that. There's a bunch of leaks about like the actual technical stuff that is actually kind of interesting to know what's going to be happening in the future, but that's not what I'm covering today. I want to go down the deepest, darkest rabbit hole that I could possibly go down on YouTube about the dark lore. And there has been some leaks about interesting lore. Like there's like this whole like concept and diagram of how, like, I guess Pokemon came to be, the world of Pokemon, and like almost like a cosmic god, like biblical text thing, which is kind of neat, right? That's kind of cool, right? That can give us some cool lore and stuff like that. But then there's some side stories, almost like Japanese folk tales, where it's like they insert Pokemon into them, and oh my god, the themes are dark as shit, like Diddy-esque shit, but Pokemon style. It's fucking unhinged. It is crazy. It is nothing that I would expect. I could maybe see something like this coming from Pal World, because, you know, they're like an adult game, Pokemon with guns. You can eat the Pokemon, like, or the pals, you know what I'm saying, right? And it's just really weird to see this coming from Game Freak, because my biggest grief with Game Freak, frankly, has been there has been generation after generation. Like, this shit came out when I was born in 1997. I'm 28, right? I think I'm 28. God, I hit my head really fucking hard the other day. But dude, that is crazy. There's generations that have grown up and they want like a darker style Pokemon game. We've gotten hints at it back on the GameCube. We've gotten, but this is not what we want. It's just too far. It's like they don't know. They have no, like, just ow. I'm having a fucking mind. Okay, let's get into this shit, because you're probably like, why is this guy fucking going fucking crazy? I have a lack of words to explain how puzzled I am by this situation. All right, so let's get into it. Right, let's get into it. Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. So this is a YouTube video. Oh no, this is not the right one. Okay, hold on. Oh god, hold on with me. There we go. We're on the right page now. So this is a YouTube video brought to us by Flats TV. He's got almost 9 subs. Shout out to this guy. Go give him a like. Go sub. Maybe he can get to 9,000. Hopefully he doesn't get banned by Nintendo. Hopefully I don't either. If you're seeing this, Nintendo, I'm sorry. I will bow down to the power of you. Just tell me to delete this or something. But all this stuff I'm reporting on, this is the earliest one, right? This is 9 hours ago. So I think we're good, right? Hopefully. Maybe this will be deleted later on, so probably keep watching, right? Let's go.
Team, The relationship between humans and Pokemon.
This is a story about Typhlosion. If you don't know who Typhlosion is, he is a starter Pokemon. He evolves from Cyndaquil to Quilava. I don't know how to pronounce it. Quilava is how I say it. Then to Typhlosion. He was in Pokemon Soul. He was in Silver, Gold. Now, I didn't pick him first. I usually picked Totodile, because I always thought Typhlosion kind of looked a little weird, right? He looked a little odd, and I'm pretty sure I picked him later on because I love Charizard. It's my favorite Pokemon of all time. My head just died. Quivalva just didn't fill that void as a kid. He just seemed a little odd. So I remember resetting the game and picking Totodile because I thought he was cooler. And I think there's also an option where you can look at this guy, Cyndaquil or Quilava or whatever it is, and it tells you, you can look at the Pokemon while they're following you, and it like says like, Quilava seems surprisingly human or something weird. But yeah, this is a story about Quilava, a wild Quilava back in the day, ancient Pokemon, when the times of Pokemon, the relationships between humans and Pokemon were blurred, and pretty much it was like they treated them like animals, like wild animals. They cut them up and kill them and all kinds of shit, right? So let's get into it because it's fucking unhinged.
Ways of thinking. Long ago, when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was unclear,
there
was a village somewhere. One day, a girl from that village went into the mountains to gather firewood. She was found well-dried, deadwood deep in the forest, so she kept going in. Before she realized, the sun was setting, and she had lost her way. Around her were the
First, I want to say, whoever the fuck at Game Freak is writing these stories, dude, come on, bro, you could do better than this. This doesn't even make sense. Why would a little girl go into the forest when it's nighttime? You wouldn't do that. No. Come on now, what are we doing?
droppings from a Typhlosion, which made the girl
So she saw some Typhlosion shit.
anxious. Just then a man appeared from the other side of the forest.
A man.
His face didn't resemble anyone from the village, but he was very handsome. The man said, "You must be
Very handsome?
lost, right?
The fuck?
I know the way
Who's
down
the author?
mountain."
Leak the author's name. I want to know who wrote this fucking shit.
But with
Just wait.
your
It gets fucking weird.
pace, it would be midnight before we get there. I'll take you back tomorrow morning, so why don't you rest at my place tonight?
No.
The girl had no choice but to agree to the man's suggestion. The man took her hand and began to walk. As evening fell, they arrived at a large cave. "This is my home. You must be hungry, right? Wait here." Saying that, the man went outside the cave. After he left, a red light shone from far away in the mountains, and there was the sound of trees swaying. Before long, the man returned, carrying many berries, he said.
Okay, I haven't heard this story, actually. I've heard what it's supposed to be about, and I'm kind of confused because this actually kind of seems a little normal. I think I overplayed it.
"Eat this, then let's sleep for the night. Even if you wake up before I do, don't look at my face." The next morning, when the girl woke up, the man was still asleep. She honored their promise and stayed lying down, waiting. Before long, she fell back asleep.
Oh,
She
God.
was awakened by the man's voice. When she looked outside, the sun was already setting. "Today, we'll eat green berries. Wait here." With that, he went out of the cave. After he left, the same red light shone from far away, and the sound of trees swaying echoed once more. By the time the sun had set completely, the man returned carrying the many green berries, and he said, "Eat this, then let's sleep for the night. Even if you wake up before I do, don't look at my face." The girl expressed her
Bro, how long is she... Wait, what the fuck? How long is this gonna...
concern that her family would be worried and that if she wanted to go home soon. The man yawned widely and tapped her on the head. At that moment, she completely forgot about her family and home. The two of them ate green berries together and fell asleep.
What?
It gets so much worse. The same routine continued, with them waking up when the sun had set, the man going out to gather berries, and the two of them eating and sleeping together. Eventually, the girl realized the man was a Typhlosion. As winter approached...
Bro, if you don't know what a Typhlosion is, I'm going to show you a picture of it. right now, because this is fucking unhinged. Like, how the fuck does someone think this looks like a fucking... Here, look. How do I do this? Oh, I gotta switch the camera. Right. How the fuck does someone think this thing looks like a human? Like this? Like what? Like what? Okay. Nevertheless, let's carry on to the fucking story. I don't understand. I don't get it, man. Like, what the fuck?
Winter approached, so this has been weeks now, apparently.
Yeah.
The Typhlosion dug deeper into the cave and said to the girl, "Go and gather wood for firewood. Break off the branches from the higher parts of tall trees."
Okay, first off, this Typhlosion lazy as fuck. How the fuck did he even become a fucking Typhlosion to begin with? This motherfucker was a Cynical, had to evolve to a Quilava and then to a Typhlosion. Motherfucker's in its 3rd stage, bro. What? He's not even getting his own fucking firewood. Dude's got a fucking fire on his back. Like, what?
The girl tried to do as the
Terrible
Typhlosion
writing.
instructed, but the tall trees scared her, so she can only climb the shorter ones. When she brought back some branches, the Typhlosion said, "That won't do. If it's not from higher branches, humans will find us." When snow began to fall, it gets worse. When snow began to fall, the two of them lived in the depths of the cave, mostly sleeping. There was plenty of food. Occasionally, they would wake up, eat, and go back to sleep.
Bro, what the fuck? It's kind of funny because there's a lot of people that do this. They don't do anything in life. They just eat and fucking eat and go back to sleep. Eat, go back to sleep. Fucking like bears, bro. I swear, hibernating their whole lives away. It's crazy. If you're doing that, hey, if it makes you happy, cheers, brother or sister.
The girl was holding a child. After several days and nights passed.
Wait, what?
The Typhlosion said, "Your father is looking for you, but you are my wife, so I can't return you. I will..."
Bro, when the fuck did Typhlosion start talking? I thought only Mewtwo could do that shit.
Have to fight him. I will...
And wait, husband? Husband?
Have to fight him.
Oh, hell no.
Why does this exist? Why does this exist? No, seriously.
I feel like we're listening to some, like, developer of Pokemon that's so passionate that he can't get off to, like, normal, prong. If you don't know what that is, another word would be, like, modern-day OnlyFans. You know, the thing that Kim Kardashian got famous for. I'm pretty sure I can't say that word on YouTube, so I'm obviously phrasing it a little weird. But yeah, I feel like they can't get off the normal stuff like that, so they only can get off this shit. This just sounds like I'm reading some icky, gross, like weirdo fetish.
Seriously, why does this exist?
Yeah, exactly.
It gets worse.
It's not even good writing.
Tweeted, "Please don't do that. Don't kill my father. How can I live with you if you kill my family? You are a good person, so please stay here with me and sleep." All right, let's stay here and sleep.
This is supposed to be a little girl.
The next night, the Typhlosion woke the girl and said,
"Oh my
Your
god.
father is close by. Go and see." What did I just join to? These are some of the leaks. The official leaks from the official data breach.
It's a supposed leaks from the data breach. I don't know. They could have leaked out, you know, a lot of like real shit, and also maybe they threw in some fake shit generated by some kind of AI. I'm hoping that's what this is. I'm not gonna say this is 100% real. That's for yourself to find out on your own. The reason I'm saying that is because obviously I don't. If this is real leaks, you know, I don't really want to be. Yeah.
For Game Freak, this is not fan fiction. This is taken
no, it could be. It's
right from the fucking source. These are
no. Listen to him.
Stories or whatever that was made up at some point by the actual creators or people who work on the games.
Fucking crazy.
When the girl went outside, a snowstorm was raging. She climbed a low tree and broke off a branch. She returned to the cave. The Typhlosion was singing a song she never heard before. You broke off a branch, didn't you?
Wait, these motherfuckers can talk and sing? And fucking drug people with berries? What kind of berries, bro? What? What kind of berries? I've never seen a fucking. This ain't no Oregon berry. They got fucking Diddy berries, bro.
Soon your father will come here.
Crankberries.
Something bad to your
Jesus.
father. If I'm killed, take my eyes, my voice, and my heart. Build
Why?
a fire at the spot where I was killed and burn them. And while they burn, sing this song until the fire goes out.
Bro, this Typhlosion is a fucking ghost type or psychic type. This motherfucker doing witchcraft. What the fuck?
The girl said, please don't do it. Don't kill my father.
Oh, God.
If anyone is to be killed, let it be you. Goodbye. We will never meet again. Why does this exist? With those words, the Typhlosion went outside. After a while, and there's other stories, and they're like this, by the way.
There's more. I've only heard about Typhlosion.
After a while, there was a loud
Wait. Okay, hold on.
noise, and when the girl looked outside, she saw her father had killed the Typhlosion. She rushed out.
Good. Fuck him.
And said to her father, "Father, you have killed my husband. I have been living with him all this time. He was my husband. Please give me my husband." The Typhlosion's eyes, voice, and heart.
What?
The girl built a fire at the place with a...
They just gouge out his eyes, his heart? And how the fuck you gouge out someone's voice? I'm confused. What does that even mean?
Typhlosion had been killed and put his eyes, voice, and heart into the flames.
How do you put someone's voice in the flames? What?
She sang the song the Typhlosion had taught her until the fire burned out. The girl's father built a small hut on the edge of the village for the girl and her child to live in.
Oh, she's an outcast now. Okay.
Eventually, spring arrived. The young men of the village often teased and tormented the girl and her child. It became...
What? Wait, did I miss something? Child? Oh, bro, what the fuck? I got Dr. Pepper everywhere. Bro, what the fuck?
Worse over time, and one day they tried to drape the Typhlosion's pelt over them. The girl returned home and pleaded with her parents. Please tell the villagers to stop teasing us. If they put that pelt on us, we will surely become Typhlosion. We are already...
What do you mean become Typhlosion? You already have a Typhlosion kid. Like, I don't understand this shit.
half Typhlosion.
Oh my god.
Despite the parents' pleas, the villagers did not listen. In fact, they found it even more amusing. It eventually draped the Typhlosion's pelt over the girl and her child. At that moment, they howled and loudly...
This is furry shit.
And vanished into the depths of the forest. The two were never seen again.
Bro, I guarantee you, oh my god, this is like the lore master to the furries. Bro, what the fuck?
And so people came to understand Typhlosion are half human beings. Maybe Mewtwo was onto something.
What did Mewtwo say?
Why does this exist? Like, there's a difference between really weird fanfics, you know what I mean? Like, people fucking write crazy shit, and this was at someone's computer.
No. This ain't no fanfic. This is different, bro. This is unhinged as fuck, bro. So I heard like that Typhlosion was pretty much like Drake or Dr. Disrespect or PETA, you know? So I kind of got where the story was gonna go, but the artistic, quote unquote artistic style of writing they were trying to implement and make this like actually sound like lore is the part that's kind of jarring the most to me. Like, this is all like fucking jarring, but it actually feels like someone thought they could write this in and Game Freak was gonna like greenlight this, which is crazy. Like, you think if this supposedly this is a leak, right? So this was on some Game Freak employee's computer. So why the fuck didn't they delete this shit once they got it shut down? Like, what's going on, man? The fuck they doing at Game Freak?
An official server for
like, they acting like Blizzard, but just like furry edition.
Actual creators of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Did she lay an egg?
Oh god.
So you want to hear more? Because there's another one. This
okay, here we go.
About Slack Off and
Slack Off. Is that the guy that yawns all the time from Gen 3? I think it is, the big monkey guy.
Black King. And it's just as bad.
Oh, Jesus.
No, there is no Vaporeon one. From what I've sseen.
Vaporeon
got by.
I'm confused. I've heard people mention Vaporeon like furry, like that's like their like idol or some shit like that. I don't understand. I'm just, it's like the inside joke that goes over my head. I'm completely clueless to why that is. Like, I don't understand. Maybe it's just like they really like that Pokemon. I don't know.
Hypno got by. Lopunny got by.
Hypno, the big yellow motherfucker? I don't even want to know about that. Oh, and what the fuck is a Lopunny? Or low bunny? What the fuck? What the fuck we doing, man?
But Slack Off, Slack King, Octillery,
Is that an octopus?
Typhlosion. They didn't slide. The original sin based
They didn't slide. Bro, what?
on the current Pokemon world. Again, this is not fanfic. This is straight from the motherfucking source. In the distant past, when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was still blurred. Hang on, I think I'm covering it a little bit.
The Vigor and Vigoroth gonna have a new meaning with this one.
Vigor and Vigoroth. Bro, I really feel like I'm an outsider right now trying to like understand these jokes. I don't get it. Well, we'll have to do a little bit more research after this and see if we can figure out what the fuck's going on with these other Pokemon. I don't get it.
That's it. The internet was a mistake.
Those are phenomenal back-to-back TTS. No, you thought you had a...
This is actually a symptom of the internet. 100%. Like furries and all this kind of shit, it is 100% because of the internet. Like, if without the internet, this wouldn't be possible. This whatever you want to call it. Some people will say this is a mental illness, that people have these like these fantasies in their head. I mean, people probably have been fantasizing weird shit since day one. Like Adam and Eve, who knows what they were fucking wondering about. They're the only two people in the fucking world, and they had a bunch of animals. I mean, you could assume what the fuck they were wondering about. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about? This is, humans been fucking thinking about weird shit their whole like for all of humanity. They had to be, right? There's been really good people and there's been really bad people. And when you throw the internet in there and everyone has access to pretty much everything, yeah, shit gets even fucking weirder. And hence the times we live in. Weird times, interesting times, great times. I don't care what you want to say. We're living in a fucking a different age.
No,
Different era.
Yet. In the distant past, when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was still blurred, there was a woman and her companions.
Oh God.
Every day they were bored, so they would often...
Why do all these stories involve like a woman? Where's the men? Like, actually, no, I'm not even gonna go there. I don't even give a fuck. I'm not even gonna, I don't need to psychoanalyze these fucking weird ass. Let's just listen to the stories.
Living in the nearby forest,
Jesus.
they played cruel games with the captured Slackoth, sometimes killing them for fun, gouging out their eyes or cutting off their ears. One day, the woman was walking alone in the forest and saw a Slackoth hanging from a tree.
Bro, this was written by Game Freak? Are we sure that this isn't Pal World? Because they just got sued by Nintendo. Is this like a bait and switch? Like, fucking smoke and mirrors? Like, they try to play, like... Is this a fake ass leak in bro, what? No.
She climbed the tree to catch it, but slipped and injured herself. At that moment, a
Oh,
Vigoroth
God.
appeared. This Vigoroth had a torn ear. The woman, startled, tried to flee, but her injured leg hurt too much, and she couldn't move. The Vigoroth with the torn ear suddenly attacked her, and when it saw her, the woman lost consciousness. No,
Oh,
this is
boy.
not fanfic. This is from the data breach. This is
Motherfucker gonna get his revenge.
This is taken right from the fucking source. When she awoke, she was in an unfamiliar place. Before her lay a clear lake.
This is the
surrounded by trees,
Vigoroth?
for which many Slackoth and Vigoroth were hanging. All the Pokemon bore wounds somewhere on their bodies, marks left by the woman and her companions. Upon closer inspection, she noticed that some of the Slackoth hanging from the trees were corpses. They were the very Slackoth that the woman and her friends had killed and discarded. The Slackoth were throwing these corpses.
This is the Vigoroth, bro. What the fuck?
into the lake. Terrified, the woman tried to run away, but a slacking appeared. This slacking also had a torn ear. The woman realized this was the same Vigoroth that she had seen earlier, and fear overwhelmed her, causing her to faint once more. When the woman regained consciousness, she found herself at the entrance of the forest near her home, surrounded by her friends. They carried her back to her house. It gets worse.
She just teleported?
Sometime later, the woman gave birth to a child, but it wasn't a human child. It was a Slackoth. She intended to abandon it, but couldn't bring herself to do so.
Throw that bitch in the ditch
with her friends and decided to raise the Slackoth.
Aww.
One day, her friends, concerned about her, visited the area near her home. They found the Slackoth sleeping there, the child of the woman. As they always did, they caught the Slackoth. It gets worse.
Wait, what?
Stabbed it in the chest and killed it.
Bro, why? Why would you write this? What the fuck? Like, what? This isn't even something Power World would do, bro. The fucking Slackoth forced itself. Oh my god. What? These. Oh my god. These are real fetishes, bro. This, please be a troll. There's no way people think like this, bro. Oh god.
They took its corpse and headed to the woman.
I think I understand why we haven't got a mature Pokemon game. And I'm having a change of heart. I'm kind of happy that it's all kid friendly now. Don't do, bro, oh my god.
Woman's house. When she saw the slain Slackoth, the woman was overwhelmed with sorrow. She grabbed the Slackoth's body and ran deep into the forest. Her friends, shocked, chased after her. As they ventured deeper into the forest,
yeah, bro, what kind of friends come up to your house and then like, hey, yo, you just gave birth to a Pokemon. Hey, look at your baby Pokemon. Hey, let me just, you know, take my knife and just stab that motherfucker in the stomach. Hey, look, it's your Pokemon baby. I just killed it. Hey, aren't you happy? Like, what the
surrounding it suddenly opened up.
Oh my god.
They found the same clear lake from before. Around the lake were many Slackoth and Vigoroth. The woman stood before the lake, holding the lifeless body of the Slackoth. She threw herself into the water. Afterwards, the woman's friends began to treat Slackoth as companions.
So she deleted herself in the water. And then they're like all kumbaya about it. Like, oh wow, the Slackoth meant so much to her. We all must come together and love these things. Like, what the fuck? What kind of common sense do these people have, bro? This has to be like mistranslated. There's no way whatever. This has to be a joke.
Just as she had in her final moments.
I refuse to believe that someone working for Game Freak, one of the biggest gaming companies in the world, would fucking make a story this shit.
Get worse. There's more. There's apparently a Lapras one. And I saw someone type earlier that there's 5.
What? Bro. Oh my god.
5 other Ursaring stories. There's a ridiculous amount of them. Yeah, apparently. There's apparently a ridiculous amount of them. And also...
No. We're gonna listen to the Lapras one, and then we're done. I don't want to hear any more of this shit. Bro, fuck that. We're gonna go down a rabbit hole on other shit. Pre-existing shit before these leaks, because this is crazy. I'm having my mind blown. I didn't know how unhinged Pokemon really was. Yeah, I mean, wow.
There's transcripts, like
this is shocking.
Transcripts of every meeting, every major meeting they had around the anime, games, etc. over the years. All of it exists.
Where did this come from? Was this discussed in those meetings?
Who was speaking? Who brought up what ideas? What were they
Who brought up these ideas, bro?
talking about? All of it. It's literally all out there in the open now. So, the last one I will scar you with today will be this one. Because I had to read this too, so now you have to read it too.
All right.
Team, the collapse of culture and relationships. There was a time when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was blurred.
Oh,
in a
God.
coastal village, there was a man. One
This is a fucking trilogy, bro.
day, as he was walking along the shore, he found a female octillery washed up on the beach. It gets worse.
No.
The man had relations with the octillery and then
Oh
threw
my
it back
God.
into the sea. It gets worse. The next day, he went to the same spot and found the same octillery again. He once more had relations with it and threw it back into the sea, as before. One night, after several days had passed, the man had a dream. In the dream, the octillery spoke to him. I cannot come to you, but I will deliver our child to you. It is a
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, it's crazy. This is crazy.
our child, yours and mine. Why does this exist? Why does this? You know what this made me think of? You remember? Did you ever play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon?
Bro, this makes me think of like an actual Pokemon movie where like the mythical Pokemon like speaks like Lugia or something, but they're not actually talking. It's like telepathy. Can't even speak right now. I'm fucking telepathy. Oh, bro, I can't, bro. Being a telepath, bro. God damn, I can't
In Mystery
talk.
Dungeon, there's the fucking Gardevoir that comes to you in your sleep. Is that what inspired this? Did they inspire this story based off of this, or the opposite? Did they inspire that off of this? Because those two things are way too fucking similar. The next morning,
I mean, in the game, they don't have relationships over and over with the freaking, bro. What?
man
It's
went
different.
To the
Come
place
on.
where he had met the octillery. There he found a boy. The man took the boy home and raised him. Time passed. The boy grew into a young man,
The boy's his kid.
and the father passed away. The young man was so always lonely. One day, as the young man
Yeah, because he's a Pokemon, but he's a human and no one loves him.
was walking along the shore, he saw a group of people playing in the distance. They all had very large swords in their hands as they danced. The young man approached the people. As he got closer, he saw that Sharpedo were playing along the beach. When he tried to get even closer, the Sharpedo suddenly leapt into the sea all at once. However, one of the Sharpedo lingered, looking around 3 times before swimming away. At the spot where the Sharpedo had been playing, there was a large sword lying on the ground. It was
I think we know what happens next.
a shape that he had never seen before. It was very sharp and pointed. The young man took the sword home.
So I'm confused. He was born from a Pokemon, but he is a man. Like, these motherfuckers don't understand biology, which is crazy because your game is based off of fucking animals. Like, what the fuck?
So they're dancing on the beach with swords with Sharpedo. They were killing the Sharpedo, but it's in they frame it in the Pokemon way, where it's like they're dancing with the sword. No, they're not. They're hunting them. They're all trying to kill them. The next day, the young man took the sword and went into the forest. While walking through the forest, he encountered an Ursaring. He tried slashing at the Ursaring's mouth with the sword, and the mouth was easily severed. Next, he stabbed the Ursaring's eyes, and they were easily pierced. Finally, young man.
Hey, you know what's crazy? This kid is actually born from a Pokemon, so like he has like that mentality of attacks, you know, and he's like, oh, I just learned a new move, stab, slash. He's like, damn, bro, I'm pretty fucking OP. That's crazy, bro, crazy.
And thrust the sword into the Ursaring's chest, and the Ursaring died effortlessly. That day, the young man killed 30 Ursaring. After that,
My man went on a montage. That's crazy.
with him, playing by injuring the Pokemon he encountered or cutting off parts of their bodies.
Oh,
What in the
he's a serial
this?
killer, bro. That's crazy.
Thank goodness there's ads. I've never seen chat so excited for ads in my entire life. What these stories are twisted. They're not even like crazy. They're actually legitimately twisted. One autumn, while the man was searching for firewood, he lost his way. After walking for a while,
What are the odds when you have a leak? I guarantee you this is like the one guy. You think it's like one guy and he's just like batshit crazy and has like this weird fantasy in his head and stuff like that, you know? I bet it's just one guy. But what are the odds that that guy's computer is the one that just gets exposed? That's Hard to believe, honestly.
While he stumbled upon an Ursaring's den. Inside there was an elderly Ursaring lying down. The elderly Ursaring looked at the young man and said, "Come inside." The young man hesitated, but as it was getting dark outside, he entered the den. Before long, people began to enter the den one after another, filling the room completely. Looking closer, he saw that all the people had scared faces, and some were missing their eyes. They were chatting among themselves, but the young man ignored them and fell asleep. At one point, he woke up to find the elderly Ursaring lying beside him. He fell asleep again.
Bro, what is wrong with these fucking people?
Once more, there were many people around, talking about something. When spring arrived, the elderly Ursaring
Spring?
spoke. "Do you want to go home? Then I shall send you home. When you return, a Wailord will soon be found near the village. Go there. We will send a man. You will leave the sword behind and bring a witness. Why did you do such things? Cutting faces and slicing off noses." The elderly Ursaring escorted the young man back to the village. Upon his return, the young man recounted everything that had happened to the villagers. The following morning, the young man took some villagers with him and headed to the shore. As they walked along the coast, they found a large Wailord. Nearby on the beach was a Teddiursa. When it noticed the young man, the Teddiursa hid in the forest, and a large Ursaring came out in its place. As the Ursaring charged at him, the young man tried to draw the sword he had hidden, but it got stuck, and so he couldn't pull it out. So he rushed the Ursaring with his bare hands. The young man and the Ursaring grappled, punching each other's faces.
This is like you running straight out of a moose. Okay.
They strangled each other with all their strength.
How does a fucking deer strangle you? It would just puncture you with its horn. Like, what?
And so they choked each other to death, collapsing on top of one another. The villagers went back and told others what they had seen.
Am I forgetting what an Ursaring is? I'm pretty sure it's a fucking it's a deer Pokemon, I thought. Ursaring Pokemon. Nothing was. Oh, Ursaring. Okay, it's evolution of Teddiursa. How the fuck is a kid gonna those things are huge. What? Bro, there's no way. Look at this. This, if you don't know, this is what the fucker is. Like right there, that top left, bro. That's that. No, you can't. No. You can't fucking wrestle, bro. What the fuck? Why am I even paying attention to the actual realism of this fucking animal talking? Oh god. Okay.
Stop talking.
I need to stop. I need to stop analyzing this. Okay. I looked up Pokemon Dark lore. Now this video's already gone on for a little bit longer than I expected. So we're gonna do this actually on a different video, right? We're gonna go through this on another one. See if you enjoy this telling of the leaks, how unhinged they are. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm gonna react to this next video. I'm gonna find one that's decent, and I'm gonna educate myself because I really didn't understand that Pokemon was this fucking weird. I didn't get it. I didn't know. And I feel like an innocent kid that's you know, being told that Santa's not real. It sucks. I already knew that, you know, Game Freak kind of fell off pretty hard, and I think since Pokemon X and Y, when it just got really too easy, obviously the graphics got a lot better, but the game was just like they're giving out starter Pokemon and just, you know, EXP share for everybody. The challenge got boring. I don't know, some kind of vibe just triggered where I was like, you know, I'm not really into Pokemon these days anymore. But I always give it a fair shake, except for the last game. I just don't want to waste my time on it. Honestly, it looks like every single time I see a video on it, looks like dog shit. But I will cover Pokemon stuff here and there. But I'm going to be careful because I don't want, you know, big Nintendo getting mad at me for any reason. I'm kind of small. I doubt they would notice me. But I mean, if they went after me, it's like squishing a fly that can't move very fast at all because there's no avoiding on YouTube, right? So yeah, this is the video. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Comment down below what you think. Maybe there's a specific video you want me to react to that would be good. Or actually, no, fuck that. Comment down below your the darkest lore of Pokemon that I should look up. Actually, fuck that. Let's find out Vaporeon. Why? Because I don't get that one. That one's always talked about, right? Vaporeon. What is this? Vaporeon Copper Pasta. What's it about?
Hey guys, Did you know that in terms of male human and female
I hate it
Pokemon breeding,
here.
Vaporeon is the most compatible Pokemon for humans? Not
What?
only are they in the field egg group,
Bro, this has to be like some furry shit, right? Like this isn't actual like, yeah, anonymous. This isn't like a Wikipedia. This is just like unhinged motherfuckers like wanting this to be real.
which is mostly comprised of mammals, Vaporeon are an average of 3 foot 3 inches tall and 63.9 pounds. This means they're large enough to be able to handle human dicks.
How is this on YouTube? 240 subscribers, 301 fucking views. 301,000 views posted 2 years ago. I love how instead of reading it like it was an informative study that just came out, you read it like it was promoting Vaporeon. Oh god.
And with their impressive base stats for HP and access to acid armor, you could be rough with one. Due to their mostly water-based biology, there's no doubt in my mind that an aroused Vaporeon would be incredibly wet. So
What
wet
the
that
fuck?
you could easily have sex with one for hours.
Bro, what the fuck?
They can also learn the moves Attract, Baby Doll Eyes, Captivate, Charm, and Tail Whip.
Oh my god.
To hide nipples, so it'd be incredibly easy for one to get you in the mood.
Oh my
With their
god.
abilities, Water Absorb, and Hydration, they can easily recover from fatigue with enough water. No other
What?
Pokemon comes close to this level of compatibility. Also, fun fact, if you pull out enough, you can make your Vaporeon turn white.
What? Bro, what the fuck?